Hey everybody, I am here at the Sonora Sauna Haus in the high Sonoran Desert outside of Tucson, and this is just a quick video to show you how to drain your cold plunge without any pumps. Just a real simple solution. So one of the things I'm doing here at the Sonora Sauna Haus, we are bringing a bathhouse to life. They have a beautiful structure out in the desert, and we are converting it into an incredible bathhouse experience here at the retreat center to support a lot of the yoga and different healing groups that are coming through here. And we're going to be bringing a bathhouse online to be providing supportive steam sessions and different thermaculture experiences that help these groups coming through. So one of the first things we got to do is get the space ready. And cold plunge, of course, is very important anywhere you're doing thermaculture, especially in the desert. So one of the things we're doing is we got to bring this cold plunge, keep it circulating, keep the water fresh and clean. This is a little tip for people at home, not for commercial applications, but just a quick tip here. If you have a cold plunge, this one has filtration and everything, but I'm just demonstrating here how you can use any stock tank or bathtub. We have a bathtub over here. If you had a old bathtub in your backyard, basically anything you can fill with water, you can use for an amazing cold plunge experience. You might be surprised at the temperature of the water just out of your tap to fill up a cold plunge. Anything in the 50 degrees will work very nicely, especially if you're trying to really exercise that parasympathetic response as opposed to just going into super cold icy water, which is an amazing thing to survive, but it does really bring you into that sympathetic response, which does have a bit of an energetic crash to it. So if you have a cold plunge at home, just anything from a tub, stock tank, bunch of water, one of the big problems is draining it. So if it's in your basement, for example, the stock tanks you can get at Mills Fleet Farm, some of the garden centers, they work great. As long as you can cycle them out, you can keep really cold water in them. They only take about 15 minutes to fill up, which, if you think about watering your lawn for 15 minutes, you would, probably not second guess that. So it seems like a lot of water. It is a lot of water, but basically it's about 15-20 minutes of using a hose will fill that up with fresh, clean water, which is a great cold plunge at home. So you don't necessarily need to start with one of these $5,000, turnkey things you can buy online now. Just starting with a stock tank or anything that can hold about 75 to 100 gallons of water at home. This is about 200 gallons here, but it'll still illustrate my point. One of the biggest things that keeps people from trying this at home, of course, is the drainage situation. The tubs will sometimes have a drain on the bottom, but if you have it in your basement or even in your yard, having 100 gallons of water, especially if it's going to freeze, if you're up in the northern latitudes, that's a big problem. So of course, you can use a utility pump, which are pretty cheap, but you don't even need that. All you need is a section of hose, and stick one end of it in your water, the other end, plug it in, and turn the water on. So, all right, where's it coming? It's kind of a long hose, so it'll take a second. Few seconds. There we go. All right, so we got water running through the hose. Put that in the water. So now we have water all the way through this long hose. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the water off here and prop my phone up for a second. So undo the hose. You can get a little wet here, that's all right. All right, and now we're going to create a suction here. Put your thumb there to create a little suction, and we're going to walk this down to we have to walk to a place where the level is below the level of the water here, and you'll see it just creates a natural siphon that you can use to drain any cold plunge anywhere.